か、被爆者が亡くなった場合にその体の一部というんですか、臓器とかそういうものをアメリカに送り返してさらなる調査対象にしたと、そういう逸話のある場所に行きます。
We would go back to that auditorium that Koko was telling you about, and we'll have a discussion there in that auditorium. One other little question that I have for you based on your talk, you mentioned, did Captain Lewis ever give any contributions or did he do anything to show more signs of his guilt and regret over what happened?
This 25 Hiroshima maiden was treated at Mount Sinai Hospital. The medical was everything took care by the Mount Sinai Hospital, but the girls need money, right? Like clothes or makeup. So we really needed donation. Through This Is Your Life, he gave a donation, and after the show, he was called by the Pentagon, but he said to my father, Reverend Tanimoto, wherever you need me, I'll be your side. That's really something.
今ね、リーダーの質問が、ロバート・ルイスさんがね、その後どんな貢献をされましたかって質問だったんです。その答えのじゃあ日本語版を。
Let me say, because Robert Lewis actually, Ralph Edwards says, we're going to take up a collection, and they show that on national television, and Robert Lewis actually gave him the first check.
Yeah.
Right? He said that was from the crew of the Enola Gay.
I think family and is that from crew? That was
I don't know if it really was, but I think he said that was from.
Well, the one that he showed in the TV?
He gave the first contribution.
From the entire crew?
Well, probably not.
That or probably.
I have a video, so I'll check it
Are you
later.
gonna watch that?
You get to see Koko when she was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping during this trip, I have a whole This Is Your Life.
Oh.
Yeah, and much clearer. So yes.
It was a very popular show in early American television.
っていう番組があって、
いやごめんなさい。キャプテン・ルイスがその番組でまず最初の寄付をするわけね。で、実はね、これちょっとみんなに付け加えて、I would like to mention one thing. When I came back from United States to Japan, so that must be 1969. And around that time, my father said, Koko, this is a letter from Captain Lewis. And he showed it to me, and I read it. And the letter said he wanted to sell the diary that this,
the flight log.
Yeah, flight log, yes. And I was really mad at that time. Why he had to sell? I thought he should donate that to the Hiroshima Museum or some museum. So I really said to my father, and he wrote back. I don't know what he said. But later, when I found out, he really needed the money. So as an adult now, I can understand why he said that. ごめんなさい。I would like to translate that. この方、テレビの出た後、父のところに手紙が来て、彼からペンテゴンに呼ばれた後からだったかしら。自分の書いたこの「My God, what have you done?」神様私たちは何てことをしたんだろうというこのノートをログを競売にかけたい。で私はそれを父が私に見せて「お前はどう思うか?」って言われた時に私すっごいねショックだったわけ。それは売るべきものではなくて、それは広島に寄付するとか平和の施設に寄付する問題があって、それを売るとはと思ってものすごい私は父に自分の気持ちをもう言ったことがあるんですけど、後にだんだん年を取っていろんなことが分かってきた時、実は彼 お金がすごく離婚もし、生活に困ってらしたね。それでそれを売ることになったっていうことが分かって、本当にもう彼の人生は8月6日から6日で、ね、我々の人生も変わったけど彼の人生も変わったということを学びました。
One last little piece of the story. Koko said that she never told anybody after that she was from Hiroshima. But there was one exception when she was at American University, when she did tell the story that she was from Hiroshima. That's an interesting story.
Okay. 私、when I was a student at AU, everybody was talking about Vietnam War. And one history class, the whole classroom of discussion was going into discussion, and they were saying that how United States were a great thing to the Then when I heard that, I knew I had to say something. So finally, I raised a hand and I said, "Excuse me, sir, in the whole class, I'm from Hiroshima, and I'm a survivor." And guess what? The whole class. No one said anything. It was so quiet. Because before that, everybody's giving a big argument. But after I said that, and later Professor said, "Koko, thank you. You said that. It was very powerful." 私広島で原爆を受けたということをアメリカで言わなかったわけです。そしてその大学の社会歴史の時間の時にもうベトナム戦争その時はもう一番真っ盛りっていうかだったので、その話に盛り上がってたのでどうしようかなと思ったけど、もうここで言わなきゃと思って手を挙げて、私は広島で原爆にあったものですっていうことを言ったら、もうクラスがそれでシーンとなってね、もう後で教授に「あなたはいいこと一つ言ってくれた、ありがとう」って言われたのが今でも印象に残ってます。There's one other experience I had in the United States as a college student. I attended one of the Japanese people's gathering. And some people say, "Koko, do not tell them that you are survivors. Otherwise, they might give you so many questions." So I didn't say anything. Then one of the Japanese, this is Japanese people from Japan, like a businessman's wives, tea party. Then one person found out that Koko was from Hiroshima and she was a survivor. And do you know what they said? Many of them said, "How could you come to the United States? This is your enemy's country." The same Japanese said that. It's something I would never forget that. アメリカでその日系人でらしい日本人がその商社マンの奥さんなんかでとして来ていらっしゃるお茶会に呼ばれた時、言わない方がいいよって言われたのに、誰かが私が広島で被爆してるっていうのが分かったもんで、そしたらもうみんなが「敵の国によくあなた来れるわね」っていうふうにね、日本人から言われたっていうのは私はすごいショックでした。
We just have a little bit of time. Questions from the ladies?
And thank you for giving us such an impressive lecture. And I still have a lot of questions about your lecture. And the first question is about you have already told us at the beginning, you said you have never asked your parents.
Excuse me, just a minute. It's okay.
Well, just say it loud. Just say it loud. So you can project. Just say it loud.
And
Actually, Actually, you have never asked your mother about what happened before, right? But finally, your mother tell you about this experience, and I want to know what made your mother want to tell you about this cancer experience. What made her
I think she was getting old, so she knew she had to say now. Otherwise, maybe so.
Okay, and
And another thing is, maybe then she said, Koko, you're the only one in our neighborhood was able to survive. So she really want me to work for peace. So I was just against it there, which is so. Maybe she was trying to tell me so I would go into the peace work.
and just get this cancer experience the next generation.
ごめんなさい。質問はしたんだっけ？質問は用意して。
時間がないから
いいよ、
我々あと10日間時間がありますから、ずっと10日間質問し続けることができるので。
You know what else? Maybe we should let other people ask. We have not enough time, but Koko will be with us for all the whole trip.
Okay.
Maybe somebody else have a question? Anybody else have a quick question now?
Let's move to the party room and continue to ask her there. Okay?
Thank you, Koko.